Crazy.
Chainsaw in a box, I'm crazy.
Chainsaw opening video.
Hello everyone, it's Calibora here.
And Candycorn.
Yeah, and today we've got a box to open, haven't we? So, I ordered this. What time was it last year that I ordered this? It was around my birthday.
It was around October.
So I pre-ordered this, and it's been a while. Like, I knew it would be like only until 2024 I'd be getting it, but even then it's come a little bit later than expected. But then again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that we live in the UK, don't we? So it's a case of, and as you'll probably see on YouTube, everyone that lives in America who can buy directly from Trick or Treat Studios, spoiler from what this probably is, if you buy this directly from Trick or Treat Studios, a lot of people have gone it like straight away.
Yes.
Whereas because we live in the UK, I've had to order it from Mad About Horror. I love Mad About Horror, by the way. Like, I'm not, if I complain about the poster or anything, it's nothing to do with them. Things happen in the world, that delay things.
Didn't they have a shipment issue?
Yeah, they had a shipment issue.
Yeah.
I think there was like something to do with the trade route where these packages would have been taken. They were having trouble.
Yeah, otherwise it would have gotten to you a lot sooner, but there were some issues with the shipment.
Yeah, there was a lot of issues with the shipment, but one thing I will say about Mad About Horror is they are always quick with their shipments. Literally, the shipment landed yesterday, and all through the night and through today, they've gotten it straight to me. So, do you know what? I'd rather have that than them saying they've gotten it and then waiting like another week or so for them to deliver it out. They were really good.
Yes, they've done really well.
And also, Mad About Horror has done an amazing thing, which you'll see inside, is that there is a special piece of artwork done by an amazing artist for all those that pre-ordered and obviously didn't get it. So if you pre-ordered it from Mad About Horror, you should be getting yours soon. You probably have yours by the time this video goes out, and you'll have a special piece of art which we'll be showing off inside this. But
first impressions, I'm surprised with how big the box is.
yeah, I don't think this is actually like I think they either have it like diagonal, or it only takes off, because like from the pictures I've seen of the packaging, it should only like take up like maybe half of this.
Yeah.
So I'm
a little worried there might be two in here.
Well, I'm hoping not. The thing is, it says 2 pieces. Like on the little thing that tells like how many things are in said box.
Yeah, in the case quantity, but that could be from a bigger case. Sometimes shipments have 2 smaller boxes in a bigger box, and that's the case quantity. Yeah. All right, let's open this.
Yeah, let's open this.
No more talking. I want to see what's inside.
So I'll cut this side carefully with not old familiar. This is a new X-Acto blade that I recently dug out of my hobby kit. Remember, children, cut towards yourselves. The adrenaline will stop you from cutting yourself. And I've just done it wrong. I've just cut right below the line. I'm an absolute dipstick.
Ooh, so exciting. I'm waiting for this for such a long time.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to see it in person.
Yeah. You can cut that side. Right. Be gentle, be careful, make sure you don't cut into the package. I'm
not cutting into the packaging, honey.
And look, see, she does it so much better than me.
I've worked in shipments.
Yes, you have.
I've worked in shipment warehouses. I know how to open boxes.
But yeah, like, Mad About Horror is an amazing service, by the way. I just want to say, if you are in the UK and want to have access to all the latest horror and horror prop, media, costuming, masks, whatever, check them out. madaboutHorror.co.uk, they're amazing.
Ooh. There's one in here, not 2.
So yeah, the rest is bubble wrap. It's just, well, not bubble wrap. What do they call this packaging stuff here?
Bubbles. There's the art. There's the art piece. It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Grab this and write my address on it. So, first thing we're going to point out is, as all those who pre-order from Mad About Horror will see, that there's a special piece of artwork here for all the people that pre-ordered. And obviously, due to the delay, they had an amazing artist printing this out, and it has a little thing on the back.
Yeah, I might be able to show it closer to the camera.
Yeah, go ahead, you show it a little bit closer. Can you see that?
That's better.
Yeah, beautiful piece of art. I'll get some better shots in later on, but yeah.
A limited edition of 200 art cards designed exclusively for Mad About Horror by artist Sam Hain, 1992. Yep,
Sam Hain, 1992. Yep, 200. Only 200 were done because obviously there was a limited run of how many people got this. And you can find more of his artwork on Twitter at SamHain1992 and also on Instagram, SamHain1992. And that's Sam Hain, all one word, SAMHAIN 1992 for all those. Beautiful piece of artwork. I'm really glad to have that. That is definitely a keepsake, isn't it?
You'll have to put it in a frame.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm putting
It'll
that
be a
somewhere
cute
special.
little thing. We can put it in a frame and hang it up or have it on a,
oh yeah, definitely.
a shelf.
Wait. I'm sorry. I've got to.
No.
Please.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
Hey. Hey.
People think you've got a gun.
Oh, that looks so good. The packaging looks so good.
That's so cool.
Oh, like, I'm sorry, you lot are kind of like just seeing barely like the little window. The back here, so I'll lift this up and if you want you can move the box out of the way. Okay.
Opposite, I'm
Opposite,
holding
fine.
It's heavy.
I was say, I think you're more excited about this than I am.
I'm really excited. It's heavy too.
Right then, so with an adjustment of camera, you can now see what it is I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered the new, fully, officially licensed Trick or Treat Studios Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deluxe Chainsaw Prop with sound and motion. This is absolutely amazing. As soon as I saw they were coming out with this, I had to grab it.
4 AA's.
4 AA's. Okay, so for anyone who wants to know, this thing takes 4 AA's, which isn't a lot, let's be honest.
That's not so bad. I was expecting C batteries
of
how big
with how big it is. As you can see there, you got an open window, Texas Chainsaw, all that.
Beautiful blood spatter on the inside of the box.
I've got to say, the blood spot, I'm glad they didn't put any blood spot on the actual chainsaw, because it never looks good, can we be honest?
But in the box it looks really
nice. But in the box,
nice.
like on the printing on the box, obviously because it's all digital, it really looks nice. I'm sorry you're getting a lot of reflection, but I personally think that looks really nice.
Yeah, once it's out of the sleeve anyway, we'll be able to see the inside a bit better.
Yeah. On the side you've got
some beautiful artwork.
Yeah, I wonder who did the artwork for this. I think, actually, no, wait, I know what this is from. This is from one of the old posters for the first Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's from one of the old, kind of crappy posters. You know, you got the classic one, it has just him with the chainsaw.
Yeah, that's one of the older posters.
Yeah. I think I'll throw it up. If I find I'll throw it up so everyone can see. But you got that, yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deluxe. On the back here it says, The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals or aisles of American history. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Deluxe Chainsaw Prop with sound and motion. Has all safety warnings, features working kill switch activation, which is an improvement from the one that Ruby's did. Sound effects from the 1974 film. I'm going to have to listen to these and compare them to the sound effects they use in the film to see if they are the same. If they are, that would be cool.
That would be really cool if it was.
But I don't know, I just have an inkling that it might just be a regular farting chainsaw, you know, just boom, 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 boom.
Sculpted by Alex Ray and developed by Justin
Mabry. Oh, Justin Mabry worked on this?
Yeah.
So yeah, Justin Mabry worked on this. That's ace. He's big. Yeah. And obviously moving chain action. That's all on the back, and you get a really nice picture of the actual chainsaw, and that looks so good.
That blood spatter is so
cool.
cool.
I'm more just amazed, like, you lot got to see it first before me, I just got to see the top, but I'll be honest.
The paint job on the chainsaw is not bad.
Like, I'll be honest, I was really concerned of how bad the chainsaw was going to look, because, no offense, like, for the Ruby's one was like 40, maybe 30 quid when it came out, maybe 50 quid. This being a lot more money, I just thought a lot of that was to do with the kill switch and some of the extra electronics and stuff. Like, I thought it was just because of the fact that you gain one close to film, but the paint job is...
Yeah, it actually looks quite good.
Yeah, like, I'm genuinely kind of chuffed. I was scared it was going to look like crap. I was like, I'm going to have to repaint this because I'm a cosplayer, also I'm going to use this for cosplay, but this generally looks
Let's
good.
open it!
Yeah, okay. So, yeah,
nothing on the bottom.
Yeah, nothing on the bottom. We're going to try and be as careful with this, so I say we take out from this side, so just cut the tape there.
I will.
I want to save the box as best I can so I can show it off in the video.
It's a great display box.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's one thing I will say about Trick or Treat Studios props, is their display boxes are always good. Like, the boxes they come in are always good for display.
I mean, with the cotton candy gun, it looks, the box is really cool on that one too.
This one especially.
That'd be another box where you could keep for display, especially since you don't really have a stand for a gun like that doesn't stand up on its own, whereas the chainsaw should be able to stand on its own.
Oh yeah, the chainsaw easily could stand on its own. Look at that, isn't that pretty? I love the blood splatter. The blood splatter looks so good.
The paint job on the chainsaw isn't bad either. It looks genuinely grubby and dirty.
Obviously it's a mass-produced piece, so you're going to get little things like here. I can tell that, like, The dry brushing on like this cap here is just someone's just taken a dry brush and just gone But honestly, that's more than we usually get. Like at least, like if you want to put extra dry brushing on there, you can. It's not like it's going to blend in. You can easily, like, it's a good base to go from, and you can easily add more paint or whatever on here to make it even better. Like it's for once, unlike a lot of like the masks that TOTS does, not dissing them, the sculpts are amazing, but the paint jobs are oftentimes not that good.
Give me nippers.
Yeah, I'll get my nippers.
I'll get the batteries.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Right then, you got the batteries?
Yes.
I got the nippers. Let's get this out. So first you've got like one around the handle, one around the chainsaw, and one around the back handle here. So
big thick zip ties.
Yeah, I've not really seen zip ties that are like this big on anything before. Yep. So
the one thing I will say about this packaging is they have it packaged so that the side with all the screws and bolts is facing you. Which
is a little...
That's the bad side. That's the ugly side. Why would they display that bit?
I'll be honest, I kind of like, I get it, like you have to have it so it screws together, I get that, but I don't know, just like Signing in Me kind of wishes that maybe just on the chainsaw bit, because with how busy this is, you don't really notice it, but I kind of wish maybe on the chainsaw blade, if maybe we could have gotten...
Surely there's a way they could have gotten away with not having those bolts.
I don't know. Like I said, I know a lot of people are like, oh come on, it's a bit of a crap complaint. Plus Leatherface is right-handed, so you're going to be seeing this.
You're going to be seeing the opposite side anyway if you're cosplaying.
At least they put the thought in to put it on the side that you're not going to be seeing a lot.
And most people are right-handed anyway. Yeah, so it's not bad.
Like I said, honestly, I'll be honest, things like that are nitpick in my opinion. That's me really having to reach. Like, usually I don't complain about screws on a prop. But that's, I hope that just reflects how good this is, that I'm having to go that
It's
far.
definitely, I haven't touched anything, but the saw part, it feels really good quality. It feels nice.
Yeah, it feels already just to the hand.
It's got a nice shine to it as well.
Should I take it out?
Yep.
Okay.
There we go.
And then we'll put that part of the box just oh, that's a, ooh.
It doesn't even have any batteries in it, it's heavy.
That's got, like, it's not heavy, it's not like, oh my god, but it's got some weight to it, I feel. Got some weight to it.
It does have some. It doesn't even have any batteries in it.
But it's not like an actual chainsaw. Yeah. It's reasonable.
It's not super heavy like an actual power tool. However, just the fact that it does have some weight in it will help with more realistic movements when you're using it as a prop.
My only concern upon touching this is just this feels really. I don't know if you can hear, but I'll probably have to exaggerate a bit, but. Just that doesn't feel... Oh, that feels really loose. I don't know if those...
It's a bit loose, yeah.
Yeah, I know you're going to be holding it like this, and you've got this, but that feels really loose, so... I don't know if I trust...
Might have to do something to reinforce that.
Yeah, like, I'll see. It's just one of those things where... I might even have to see if maybe the screws are fully in, just because that feels way too loose for my comfort. Like, that feels a bit...
Yeah.
Especially since you know what people are going to be like, swinging around and all that, so...
Yeah, the fact that I'm able to take the two pieces and move one slightly up... We're going to have to see if those screws are in all the way.
Yeah, which will be easy to check, it's just a case of...
Ooh, it's an actual switch?
Yeah,
awesome.
So, it's got all the details, it's got, like, it's got the pull cord, it's got the cap, the fuel cap up top, it's got, the little, what do you call that, for the gas? It's where you press it to, like... I can't remember what it's called. I'm not a chainsaw expert. I'm not a chainsaw expert, but as you can kind of see here,
that's where they've put the battery compartment at the bottom.
It goes in. I kind of wish maybe they had just kept that flat, because like this bit comes up and it all just as soon as you look at the bottom, it starts getting all a bit toy-y. It starts looking like a toy. Let's be honest, it is an overgrown toy. Let's be honest. It looks nice. It's got the it's got like the little bit of tape. It's got the little, where the logo would have been for the chainsaw they used, where they put tape across because they didn't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, make sure they show them that detail.
Oh yeah, the chainsaw.
We'll have to get some better photos of it.
Tilt it up a bit so it's in the light. They've got like some really nice kind of like, I think like washes. It looks like they've done like a wash and a little bit of dry brushing with like black and like brown to make it all look really dry. I love the wash work on the actual body of the chainsaw. It looks really nice. It looks like a used chainsaw. It looks ace. One thing that I also think is amazing is, where do you think the speaker is?
Maybe the fan?
Where do you think the speaker is? Where would you think the speaker is?
I would say it's the fan.
Right there where that little fan is, that's the speaker. Which is amazing.
Yeah,
like,
they were able to hide it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd have another stupid little thing with little holes in it.
I know how much you want to bet so many companies would put the speaker there of all places just so it's facing outwards, but it's like and a lot of people said this is really loud, so the fact that the speaker's facing inwards doesn't, matter.
The battery compartment is at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's one of those with a screw, and it will have a little clip piece at the top.
Yeah. I'm glad to see it's a clip piece because...
If you ever lose the screw, it'll still clip right in, so that's always convenient. That's always nice. That's awesome.
But yeah, here we are.
Okay.
So, even with batteries in it, it's not that heavy. I know the batteries wouldn't add that much weight, but it's not that much heavier.
Batteries usually do add a little bit of weight.
Yeah, there's a little bit, but it's not that much of a difference.
It's not going to tire out your arm when you're cosplaying for 9 hours. Yeah. But it does give you enough weight so that you can have more realistic movement.
You can feel it in your hands.
It's not like you're holding a very light foam prop where you have to pretend it's heavy.
Yeah. It's not like the very light plastic and let's be honest, delicate like Ghostface, Scream and Maya's Chrome knives.
Yeah,
which are so
those
light.
are the kind of things you gotta physically pretend it weighs more, and then you've gotta be careful because they're so delicate.
I'm always being kept very aware when I cosplay Michael Myers of where my knife is, because the last thing I want is to bump it and snap, because of just how fragile they are. Right then, let's stop stalling. So right on the back here you have a
nice little metal switch.
Yeah, a really nice, like it's a proper like toggle switch.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, a little toggle switch there, and basically what happens is when you flick that up, it powers it on. So you ready?
Yep.
I'll turn.
Well, it'll power on the sounds.
Yeah.
But to get the blade moving, that's what the trigger's for.
Then you have the trigger here. So the Ruby's one, you just pull the trigger and it played. This, I love the fact that it actually has the farting of the chainsaw.
Yeah, because chainsaws aren't quiet when you're not using the blade.
Yeah,
they're so honestly, chainsaws. As someone who's used chainsaws, they're so loud that I can't hear anybody talking. I can't hear myself talking, even when they're not. Even when the blade isn't moving, it's just the engine running is so loud.
Let's be honest, I don't know how Leatherface hears anything over the chainsaw.
He is probably deaf.
Like, he's probably deaf. Like,
they are very loud.
But anyways, let's stop delaying.
Yeah.
Flick it on. Oh, that's loud.
That's quite loud. Definitely not as loud as a real chainsaw, but it's still pretty loud.
So that's it facing that way, and then... Even facing towards me, that's loud. Everyone can hear that.
Yeah.
That sounds right, and then pull the trigger. Ready? That looks pretty good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. And then let go.
That's actually really... I like...
Yeah.
That's a good sound effect. Quite good.
It looks really good.
I will say something I like about the sound effects is it doesn't sound repetitive.
No, it doesn't.
Like it doesn't sound like a loop of the same sound over and over
it's not
again.
It's like it's it sounds.
There's some variation enough in the sound that I'm sure it is obviously a loop, but it doesn't sound like a loop. They've done a good job making it.
They really have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to give it a try? So.
I will say, like, it feels nice to hold, and it sounds like a real chainsaw. It's not as loud as a real chainsaw,
obviously.
but that's a plus.
But that's a plus.
I can't stand.
But even then, I'd say it's actually quite loud.
It's quite loud. It's just not ear-piercingly, like earplug
and plus,
worthy.
you have a kill switch.
Yeah.
So if it really gets to the point where it's like, oh, I can't.
Just turn it off. Yeah.
So how does it feel? What do you think?
I love it.
What do you think to the movement?
So, I love the movement on the blade.
Yeah.
In real life, when you're using a chainsaw, it's going so fast that it looks like it's going slower than it is.
Yeah.
So this doesn't need to be going really fast.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people complain the route, and some people said that they think the blades go too slow. My only quip there is that you can't have it go too fast because then it's dangerous.
Not only that, but when you're looking at a real chainsaw,
it's moving so fast.
It's going so fast that it looks like it's going slow when you're actually staring at the blade.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's that big of a deal, really.
But yeah, I'm really pleased with this.
Especially with the price point.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine getting it for a kid.
Oh, no, I would not. But I'm genuinely really pleased with this. I think this is great. Don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I'm actually genuinely
Do you
impressed.
think it's worth the price point that they're selling it for? Like 79, basically 80 quid, about 80 quid, $80. Do you think it's worth it?
Well, as a Killer Clowns fan,
Yes.
the popcorn gun is more expensive than the
Yes.
chainsaw, but I think the features of the chainsaw are cooler than the features of the popcorn gun, and the popcorn gun is more expensive.
Yeah.
And I think they're comparable props. They're
a
similar price,
central
similar
piece
size.
for a display or costume. They're a central piece.
I'd say this is definitely worth the price.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're not overselling it like I do think they are overselling the popcorn gun a bit.
Yeah.
But Killer Clowns also has a huge cult following.
Yeah, has now regained its cult following over the years.
So yeah, I think it is definitely worth the price, and it was worth the wait too.
I honestly think that this is a really good release from Trick or Treat Studios. I think this is another banger. Another banging release.
I'm happy with the paint job. I mean,
oh yeah.
Look at the handle. Did you notice even they
Yeah.
bothered to put the silver on
Yeah.
all the edges, including the handle.
And it looks
There's
like it's
scratches.
got, and it looks like it's got fingerprints, so it looks like it's something that he's been grabbing.
Yeah,
it's got grubby.
it looks great.
So after a lot of rambling and gushing over this, in my opinion, amazing prop, what are your final thoughts? Really, you think it's worth the price?
Definitely worth the price.
Yeah.
Not worth the scalper prices, but it's definitely worth the retail price.
Yeah, it's a must-have for any Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface fanatic. And out of 5, what would you give this as a prop, as a collector piece, just as a thing in general? What would you give it out of 5?
I mean, it's hard to find something I hate about it.
Yeah, like there's nitpicks, but it's not bad.
There's little nitpicks, but it's nothing.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd give it a 5 out of 5 if I'm not trying to be too overly picky.
Yeah, I would happily, like, if I'm just being fully honest, 5 out of 5. If I'm being a bit of a cynic and a critic, 4.5. The half only being taken on because there's little things here and there that are just pet peeves for me as an individual.
Yeah,
but as a product overall, 5 out of 5. 10 out of 10 even. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'll go as far as saying that this is honestly one of the best releases we've gotten this year.
Definitely. Literally the only thing for me that I think could really be better is the screw holes on the blade, which there's not much you could do. But then I really love to have a pull string, which that would be a very breakable piece of the prop. So that would...
I can imagine that.
I could imagine 10 to 20 years from now, people reselling these as vintage props. 90% of them would have a broken pull string.
Oh, yeah.
So, really, I gotta give it a 5 out of 5.
Good. So, yeah, that's a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 for me. So, guys, if you're a fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, please hurry up and pick up your own Texas Chainsaw Massacre sound effects and moving chainsaw prop from either Trick or Treat Studios or Mad About Horror. And be quick, these things are selling out fast and all the pre-orders are already all gone. So, this has been Calibara.
And Candycorn.
And I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll see you in the review.